understand if the market were down and people were living on a fixed income and said, we have to max out our income, and they would be involved with lots of schemes because somebody promises them more money, which they need. But with the market so high, and I guess almost everybody doing so well in investments, why is this taking place now? What is there that makes people fall for the schemes now or deal with incompetence, you know, with people promise them things that I guess the seniors know they're not going to get?
Well, that's a real good question, because it seems a little odd to me. You would think in a good market people would be investing in safer things and there'd be no need to invest in what turns out to be scams. But I think one of the reasons is that these types of scams seem more reasonable in a strong market. In other words, if the market's increasing 20% a year, the promise of 25% a year does not seem that unrealistic. Also, I think everybody doesn't want to miss the boat. And so people hear it and they go, oh no, I didn't get in the market. Here's a chance for me to catch up to all my friends. So there's a little bit of, I want to believe what this person is telling me is true. And as a result, sometimes what the pitch sounds more reasonable or realistic than it might seem in a flat or a bear market.
So really what you're saying is, at a time when people should not be susceptible, many people are more susceptible, and because they don't look askance at a 25% return where they would maybe a year ago earlier, or maybe in a year from today. Well,
that's exactly right.
You know, then two questions. How do you avoid being taken? I mean, I know that we keep talking about people of my generation and older. We come from a trusting background. That's how we grew up. But how do you avoid being taken, either through fraud or incompetence?
Well, a couple of things that I would suggest, easy things to do. Number one, never invest based on a cold call. Never invest in anything where somebody is calling you out of the blue and saying, my name is so-and-so, I'm with such and such a brokerage firm out of New York, and I've got a hot investment. Hang up the phone. If for some reason that person persuades you that this is a great investment, still hang up the phone, call up a local legitimate broker and say, this was pitched to me, can you investigate it and tell me whether it's legitimate? If it is legitimate, that local broker, legitimate broker, can probably sell it to you, and 9 times out of 10 may tell you that it's a bad investment or it's not a legitimate investment. That's the first thing I'd suggest. The second thing I'd suggest is that people investigate the broker and the brokerage firm that they're doing business with, or registered investment advisor, or certified financial professional.
Okay, and the last couple of seconds, is there recourse if you've been taken?
Yes, there are very strong securities laws that say that investment professional has a fiduciary duty to their broker, just like a lawyer or CPA.